Hello, Freedom Guy 55 here again. I just seen Captain America, and I have to say, I really did like this film, but it's not as good as X-Men First Class. It isn't. It is very entertaining of a film, yet the problem is there are certain particular kind of problems within the film. But let's go within the good things within the film. The acting is actually solid. The costume design, the special effects, some of the 3D is actually really well done. Even some 3D in the actual movie. There was an actual sequence where he had his shield ricochet off of a tank, and I was like going like this backwards. So there was an actual one scene that really worked for the ricocheted shield that he has, where he has his shield ricochet. Well, anyway. The costume design is really good. Makeup, special effects, everything within that sense was really well done. But there are really very noticeable flaws. One, the movie really has a very slow pace at certain particular moments. Not all moments, but certain moments within the film that kind of bothered me. Also, what really kind of bothered me was the social interactions with the particular type of characters. I did like the actual interaction between him and his love interest, or the woman in this film, who would become his love interest. That was actually pretty good, and I did like that social interaction, and they did play well off of each other. The problem I had, though, was with the crew that he winds up choosing, plus also the relationship within Bucky, the guy who plays Bucky in the movie, or his friend, mainly. I think some of the interaction between him and, or at least Captain America and Bucky, just got put on the cutting room floor or something, because there just wasn't enough of that particular kind of interaction for me to really care for it. We see him in the beginning of the movie, and that was really good, but then we get separated away from him, and then we get put back with him, which I just really didn't believe it. So when something winds up happening to him, I just didn't feel the sadness that I wanted to feel. Also, there is a very good social interaction between him and Stanley Tucci's character, the doctor that creates Captain America. So I did like that, but there was very lack of, social interaction between characters that I thought could have been more. Especially between him and also Hugo Weaving's character, which of course is the Red Skull. We didn't see enough of them, and I didn't really feel a lot of like menace, him being kind of menacing. I just really didn't feel that. He played it well. I mean, he acted it very well, but his character just didn't seem at all that menacing. It just seemed a little bit too hokey. I thought that they could make it more menacing. I mean, when you're talking about him and Kevin Bacon's character in X-Men First Class, Kevin Bacon's character played a lot better in this movie. I think that they tried a little bit too hard with Hugo Weaving's character to try to make him menacing. But those were really the problem, were the kind of interactions between certain characters that should have been more. And then this pacing was really slow. There's also one thing that I actually thought was really also hokey, which was the actual patriotism that they tried to give in the movie. And I thought that they tried way too hard within trying to give the kind of patriotic type of feel of the film. Just didn't work. But as far as anything else, the movie does actually have a lot more scenes that are really very entertaining. And I really did love the acting in this movie a lot better than others. And let me tell you something. I mean, when you have like Chris Evans, the guy who played Johnny Storm in Fantastic Four, now you see him in being Captain America, and he plays a much better role as Captain America than he did as Johnny Storm. But so there is some really good acting, but there are just a little bit too many flaws for me to actually really think, wow, this is really a good film. It is. I did enjoy the film, and I do think that people should actually see the film, but I don't really think it's going to be for everybody. So it kind of drops down a little bit. So I'd say I'd have to give it about like 3.5 stars, almost 4, but of those particular kind of flaws, I just couldn't get it up to 4 stars. 4 stars. And this is out of 5, so do remember. It is an entertaining film. I did like it. There are some images within 3D, and I do like the special effects that they did within the film. But I thought it could have been done much better. But anyway, I guess that's it. And I thank you for your time, and have a nice day.